Good morning, everyone. Let's try this again.
What are we trying?
Well, it would have helped if I had not had my mic muted. Good morning, Bone Crack. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning,
Morning,
Good morning, Gwen.
morning,
Good,
morning,
good morning, Todd. Good morning, Hank.
morning,
Tactical Z. Good morning.
good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright smiling faces, and this is the way we start out our day. Good morning.
Todd, I'm going to make you. We got to make you an intro with that on there. That's how your show starts out. And then a big hand comes by and waves as it's playing
Hi,
that song.
we're here to please and entertain you
I hear you.
as long as we don't go overboard.
Yeah. Um, I've been seeing Javis says I've seen three eBay radio ads or heard three eBay radio ads this week. I've seen more eBay ads on YouTube lately. And if you haven't already joined the QCP Facebook group, it's just a notification group. Like this morning, I had to take Roberta up to for her quarterly blood draw, and I wasn't sure I was gonna make it back on time, and I could at least throw something out there saying, "Hey, we're going to start late," or "Todd's doing the show this morning," something like that. So there's a link in the description also. Um, Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Ping. Everybody's in here this morning. Appreciate it. Uh,
Sign language.
you're in a happy state this morning.
Uh, why not? Might as well be. Yeah, yep. It's a it's a good morning, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why
Kind of
not?
kind of average, but I don't have to go to a job. I do have to go to a doctor for the prenup of my colonoscopy. Not a
Uh,
not a prenup. That's when you
yeah,
well, it's kind of like a prenup. I mean, it's pre before the doc gets up close and personal.
right. Um,
Easy with that job word, right? Yeah, I don't have to go to a job, and I'm still married to the most beautiful woman in the world, and got a new frisky puppy. I got yeah, life's good. I'm rich, but I'm not as rich as I want to be. So yeah.
things are good.
So day before yesterday, I got a check from the United States Postal Service
What was it?
for a lost package. I hate that all that crap they all the hoops they make you jump through to get these checks. But they lost the shoes somewhere in Florida. They were never delivered. I refunded the customer, and then I put in a claim, and they paid it. So what do they do? I've seen other resellers have a bunch of those lately. I had I had one I was fixing to put in a claim, but it was delivered yesterday. And then to top that off, I pay my AT&T bill with a check.
Right.
Don't judge me. I still do that with some of my accounts. Anyway, they destroyed the letter. About a third of the letter was ripped off, and they sent it back to me. So I went online this morning and paid my AT&T bill online. That's hey, United States Postal Service is getting squirrely lately. They're bad. Bonnie, in or out? She's standing there holding the doggy door open. It's cold. Bonnie,
Hey, Anessa. I was worried about you.
Bonnie. Jabez, you've got two checks.
Good morning, Chastity.
Now I've heard that if a package goes ahead and gets delivered after you get your check, that the post office can come back on you and recharge you. I mean, take the money back. Is that true?
I don't know.
It take how long? I should have. Mike says yes. Um, God, that would be a pain. Now if they went ahead and delivered the shoes, then you got an angry customer, and then uh, you've already given the refund. If the USPS wants the money back, then you're just out the money. Unless you go to the customer and say, "Hey, I see you got your shoes. Can you go ahead and pay?" That's just stupid.
Um,
Yeah, if anything, send me back the shoes. It's like a $32 pair of shoes with $8 shipping. So it's like a $41 check. Anyway, Javis has checks. Flag says they all get delivered eventually. Now, that's been the case except for, I mean, all the thousands of packages I've shipped the last 9 years, all of mine have been delivered except for three.
and then sometimes they're delivered, and you you regret they were delivered, as in the lady and your leather coat.
I did have a long bout of one customer. They dropped it off at the incorrect address and nobody lived there. But the postmaster at the delivery, what are you doing?
Huh?
The postmaster at the delivery point was able to do a GPS scan on where it was delivered,
Right.
and nobody lived there. It was a valid address, but it
Oh, wow.
cha-ching. I sold a makeup brush.
And they paid?
Yeah. So that was years ago. That was like 6 years ago. Anyway, USPS is not perfect lately.
Well,
I bet I could look on my orders, recent orders, and find some late deliveries. They're just not doing a very good job. Most of them are just zip zap. Customer gets the item and we're good. But anyway, I
so you got a lot going out today?
have 7 going out today for like $200. It's okay. So, yeah.
You got them packed?
Yeah, I do. I was able to get them packed this morning. I want to get my orders packed because I got my doctor's appointment and then I got to go torment the Lutherans. So
What time's your doctor's appointment?
9:30.
Okay, 9:30. Okay, that's 10:30 my time.
Correct.
All right. Well, we'll have to be punctual today. Um, how about y'all out in the group? I know Lag probably sold 4 items for $3,000. Dang, Anissa, 4 going out for 125. What are you,
That's better, isn't
Sandy?
it?
Good morning, Sandy. I don't think I saw you come in. I have a $430 package floating around out there somewhere. Is it like close to where its destination, or is it between like where you shipped it and the post office for where the destination is?
Oh, they bought 2 things, but they haven't paid yet. Okay.
Not always, Anissa. Sometimes it kind of runs long. It's
So they bought two packages of makeup brushes.
cool. Where did you get those from? Do you remember?
I've had them for a long time. I don't remember exactly. Um, yeah, I've had those probably 2 or 3 years.
Oh.
Anyway,
What is what is Goozy Guji Zoo? What is that? Anybody know? Besides
Gucci
Anissa?
Gucci Zoo.
Yeah. She says she sold Monster High Doll, baby blankets.
Gujitsu.
What?
Gujitsu.
Okay.
Or
Is that,
Gojitsu.
is that like a toy?
Probably.
Good morning, Patrick. It's a toy, Tom. Okay.
It
Thank you,
sounds like a
Chastity.
takeoff on Jujitsu, which
Uh,
is a martial art.
yeah, I know what that is. I remember when it was invented back there in the second century. Um, yeah, Chastity. How if they made an offer? How could they have? How could it be an accident?
I had a customer yesterday buy a pair of Bose speakers,
Right?
and I packed it this morning, and then they called asking to cancel because they found them at a cheaper price.
Had you already printed the
Yeah, I
label?
already had the label printed and everything, so
Well, can you not refund it except for the label?
I canceled the order like they asked, and requested a label cancellation. I guess USPS will get around to paying me my label back. I don't understand why USPS charges up front and FedEx charges you when it's checked in.
Because they need the money.
Well, how are they going to get the money if you request to cancel the label?
But
They
you,
got to pay you back.
I've always got the money back through eBay when I've got a refund for canceling the label. It's yeah. Why would they keep looking if they've made the purchase? Ping ask. Good question. You know, sounds like a little buyer's remorse, maybe.
eBay probably sent them a notice saying, hey, you could have had this at a cheaper price. Haven't they been doing that lately?
They shouldn't be doing that. If
Help
that's
our city. Yeah, it was a good morning till the shit started happening.
good morning, Mr. Sadie. Y'all getting snow out there? You pushing snow today?
I bet they did. If you cancel a USPS label, USPS credits eBay and then eBay credits the seller. Thanks, Ping.
I mean, that's the way it usually worked with me.
I guess they'll send me a notification of that, huh, Ping?
It'll show up in your like when you look at your account, your eBay account, and it's showing debits and stuff like that. It'll show up in there as a credit.
What if I bought the label on Pirate Ship? Would Pirate Ship reimburse me?
Uh, don't know.
I didn't. I mean, I bought it from the eBay website, but
I don't know.
I haven't even looked at Pirate Ship lately. Haven't been using them. They used to be a little bit better discount than uh, eBay, but about a year ago it came up even, so it was just pretty much easier just to use eBay.
Mr. Sadie, did you? So y'all missed all that snow y'all were supposed to get?
Yeah, right, Mike. eBay sent him a message. Oh boy, did you screw up. Look what we found that you can. That's a pisser. Mm.
Well, they're trying to be helpful, I guess.
Okay, if the USPS reimburses Pirate Ship, it'll show up in the reports section. Okay. So Pirate Ship would just give you a credit, or would they? I suppose they would mail you a pay or send you a payment if you requested. Anyway,
Is
the
she ever get?
trials and tribulations of reselling in the United States in
It,
February 2025 is brought to you by Todd and Tom.
that's right. Um,
Oh, wait, it's your show, Tom and Todd.
yeah. Gwen having a time with her puppy this morning. I keep hearing her.
Yeah, she just yelled at the puppy.
Oh Lord, I got him. Felix is not in here, but the people that own the next door house that rents it, they're in Abu Dhabi. They're on a cruise, and she posted some pictures of being in Abu Dhabi this morning.
So I wake up in the middle of the night and Gwen's yelling at this thing saying, "Don't bite! Don't bite!"
Go get
That's
her a teething ring.
she's got like 20. Gwen bought her every toy in America.
Yeah, Todd, you just didn't know that you were going to start raising another one, another small one at your age. Good morning, Flip It Good. Those peaceful nights of going to bed and just going to sleep and having maybe one of the other pups up on the bed with you, going sleeping,
Hey, don't chew the desk.
and now you've got
Quit,
Daphne.
Daphne. Chewing the desk right now.
Roberta says that's a cute name. Daphne is like, does these like 30-second power naps, and then she's like wound up.
Bonnie says, this pup is annoying.
The one that just passed away, was she a terrier like Daphne?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
she's Boston Terrier also.
Okay. Um,
We like the breed, so we just got another one.
well, that's okay. I'm not being choosy. I mean, Scott's got those two rodent catchers.
Does it hurt a dog to chew on a speaker wire?
If it's got a charge through it, it might.
No, it's just a little piece of speaker wire. She's just going to town on it. Hey, you don't need that. Give me
They
that.
might get something in their stomach.
Yeah. Oh, let's go after the other wire now. We took that
Uh,
one away from you.
just do her like that commercial they keep showing, where the little boy is getting ready to, like a toddler's getting ready to stick something in a light socket, and the mother's getting ready to say something, and the father says, "Just hold on a minute," and then you hear zit zit zit, and then the father says, "I bet you won't do that again."
Yeah.
I know it's not funny, but it's funny, especially since it's a little boy. 'Cause little boys are stupider than a box of bricks. Uh,
I
and
remember
I
we
was
were in
one. Todd was one.
ninth grade science lab, and my friend thought it'd be funny to stick a clothespin or a unbent paper clip in his socket on the lab table.
Yeah.
Zap!
You
Mis-
know,
Mr. Brunson sent him to the office. Mr. Brunson.
I went to school with this guy named Jack, and Jack was too smart for his own good. Anyway, he took either potassium. I don't remember. It's been so long the exact one, but anyway, it's like very volatile when it mixes with water.
No, that's nitroglycerin.
Huh?
Nitroglycerin.
Do what?
Aren't you talking about nitroglycerin?
No, no. It's something like potassium something or other, and he threw just a little tiny onto his lunch tray and blew a hole through the desk. I mean, through the table, blew a hole through the lunch tray, and like all the panels, the cafeteria had the drop down panels, knocked all of those out of its slots. We didn't see him for about a week, and our chemistry teacher, he said, I told Jack just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, that sounds about right. Like, anyway, it's like very volatile when it mixes with water.
Mr. Brunson, he was my, I think, biology teacher, and he was one of those guys who was real smart but had zero common sense. And about every other day, one of us would ask him, "How do you turn on these Brunson burners?" And Mr. Brunson would say, well, they turn counterclockwise, but they're not called Brunson burners. They're called Bunsen burners. And a couple of days later, another smart ass like me or somebody else would say, Mr. Brunson, how do you turn off these Brunson burners? I think one is on.
Um,
So
well, I had some
God,
really,
he was boring.
I,
Boring.
I had some, I had some really cool teachers. I mean, they were funny and they were, I mean, they were good teachers and they were serious when they were teaching, but they were a lot of fun. My ninth grade physical ed class, because that's the only year I took PE, because that was required to get my diploma, and I wanted to get it over with. Our coach teaching the PE class, his sister was a member of the Queen in Her Court, I think it was called. It was a fast pitch women's softball group. She brought her in. He brought her in one day and had her pitched to people. That girl, that girl could sling a daggum softball. And the coach said, y'all don't feel bad because you can't make contact with the ball. He said because I can't hit her pitch. But she could sling that ball. They're like, they would, she and three girls would play, well, four because it was a catcher, and then a pitcher, and then like three girls that would play like between first base and outfield, second base and outfield, third base and outfield. And them gals could hustle and sling a daggone softball. And they would play against like, do promotional things with professional teams, and they were really cool to watch. So there's your walk down memory lane. Anybody have a teacher that you really enjoyed and missed when you graduated from high school?
A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, before you say it, Lag, I know it was easy because I had one teacher for the one teacher, one teacher taught all of junior high, one teacher taught all of high school. Because we were all in one room classroom. Because Lag was gonna say something. Lag was never a teacher's aide because his mother didn't let him out start saying out the closet, out of the basement. Um, but I guess my really most favorite teacher was my band director, Mr. Hoff, because Mr. Hoff he was cool, and he was old. God, he was older. He was in his 70s when he retired, Todd, and
Not many
he was a little waif of a thing.
kids totally wore me out by the time I was 50 something. Anyway,
Good days.
what was I, 55 when they finally beat me to death?
You youngsters, y'all didn't have the same quality teacher. You guys had the teachers y'all were sleeping with. So anyway, so is everybody's sales starting to pick up?
No, my hopes and dreams of hitting 100,000 this year are fading. Let's see. Let me look at my year to date. Year to date sales. This year.
So what can you do to increase it, Todd?
I don't know. I'm working. I mean, I don't. My goal was to hit 100,000 without doing any more work than I have been. So
Right.
uh, I'm down 6% for the same period last year, and to by this time I should have about 14,000 in sales if I want to hit 100 grand. And I've only got 10,000, so I got 1 million in sales. Sweet. Of course, your cost of goods are 950,000, but
That's right. um, no, Chassis Lag had a governess. They came in and told him.
yeah,
She fixed his brekkie in the morning, and then they got right to it. Sweetheart, really. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell them good morning. Say good morning, assholes. What? Lay down.
if you watch my video, I did get some good stuff at the auction. Got to get them. I'm trying to figure out how to reset a couple of computers. It's kind of confusing how to do it. I went to the Microsoft website trying to figure it out.
Are they old?
No, they're 2021.
Craig, you in here?
But I don't have the code or whatever it is, install disk or whatever. They used to come on a CD disk, install disk.
Right.
But I was reading on Microsoft website, you can get rid of. It's like they got Windows 10. You can get rid of it by following these steps. I haven't tried it yet. And then you got to jump to ask for a reinstall, and they will send you a code that
Right.
you or an install that you download onto a zip drive,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stick it in and reinstall Windows 10. But that's a lot of steps. I need to do it though because these are worth about 200 a piece.
Good morning, Jake. Well, my son was looking at my computer because a couple of my programs just locks up, and when I go back into my game programs, I go back in and I look at the. I've looked at conversations about it, and it seems like it's a BIOS thing, and this motherboard you can't flash the BIOS to a new BIOS, and also it doesn't have this little chip on it, so I can upgrade to Windows 11. Windows 11 won't run on it. So I've got a couple games that'll just have to sit there for a while. Because he's like, well, we can change the motherboard, CPU, and the memory on it for about $350. And then he's like, well, we got to do the power supply. You're going to need a different power supply, so that's going to be another $90. I'm like, okay.
Oof.
But Apple doesn't play all the game. I mean, it won't run some of the games I play.
I wish I'd kept up my computer knowledge after retiring 15 years ago, but I haven't. Things have changed a lot since then. Morning, Sheila.
I'd like to have one, but I'm just not ready to invest that money. I don't want to. I have too many games that can't won't play on an Xbox, even though you can play a lot of them on a Steam.
Deck.
Yeah, thank you, Steam Deck. But still, I don't. I need a big screen. Like I've got a
Yeah,
32-inch screen in front of me right now, and I want. I'm gonna tell my sons to start looking for me about a 45-inch one for Father's Day. They should be able to get one for about $200.
Stephen, I don't need a new computer for me. I've got three point of sale computers. I need to try to reset. So, so I can sell them. I'm not trying to get a new computer for me.
Yeah, but like the cost of getting a Mac configured to play games is a lot more than the price of a PC to play games. I mean, we've got a PS4 and it's got the VR thing because Roberta used to play
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. Thank you, honey. What I don't know how I'd survive without her. She used to play Beat Saber a lot, so you have the VR for that. Um,
Yeah, we'll see. Land Shark. I don't know anything about that.
so
But
you're wanting to upgrade the windows on it.
I just I just want to wipe what's on there and reinstall Windows 10. Just like a factory reset. Beard said I could do it. And I tried to do it in settings, but it didn't work doing that because I didn't have the install code or whatever it is. So
Is it
anyway,
is it really on Mac OS lag? FS25 is cool.
yeah, they are.
No, Jabus, it does not have a farmer's daughter side quest.
Computer's pretty good.
Wow, Julie, congrats! Two new grandbabies this summer, and an oldest son is getting married.
So they're called Spot On, and let's see. The model is Pulse Ultra WS. Pulse Ultra WS. So there you go. Yeah,
Wow,
YouTube video.
they could be kind of pricey. 135 months leasing it. I
Yeah, they're Spot
which that's what a lot of places
On.
are going to. They're going to that kind of system. Not they don't have the big cash registers anymore because nobody uses cash. But that's sweet.
Yeah, I got three of those, and I listed one. and I got an offer of $100 for it, which I countered. But I would really rather advertise them as being factory reset. I think they will sell easier and probably for more money.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Craig, I don't think they're worth anything other than being a POS machine. Anyway, if those
Wow.
what?
This one is like six. Oh, it's new. Open box. $600.
Yeah, I mean, if these can be reset, they're just as good as new.
Yeah.
They're in really good shape externally, and they bought all power on. And they got the card reader on the side, card swipe on the side.
Now, does it actually run Windows?
Mm. The one I listed did, but these other the other two take me to the Google web page, and I can't X out of it. Of course, I haven't tried to hook a keyboard up to them yet or anything.
Because a lot of these things have proprietary systems, like in
So what does that mean? You can't sell them?
no, it's the fact that there's nothing to upgrade on them because they're running like in machine language and stuff like that. Their own language.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Am I wrong in that, Craig?
You might have to contact that spot on company and
Yeah,
get fixed up that way.
yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about it at all.
Possibly. So if somebody just wanted more computers that was already using the spot on system,
Yeah,
they might want them, huh?
yeah.
I suppose I can just sell them as, hey, these work, but they are
Shh, Craig. Don't talk about him getting to the bios.
what's a BIOS?
That's like the root system of a computer or anything like that. Um,
Well, I downloaded and printed off instructions for how to reset
right,
a computer without a recovery key or a Microsoft ID.
right.
Should I try that or
Well, they
just
might be dumb terminals.
I'd be what?
Dumb terminals. That
Dumb.
means that they run off of like the one that you had Windows on. They might all connect
Yeah.
to it.
There you go, Phil. I can push the button that says on. I figured that one out.
Um, contact them. Contact the people that own it and ask them if they have a reset system for it.
The people that own the I own
No,
the computers. What are you
no, I'm
talking
talking about the manufacturers, their customer service.
about?
Yeah.
Send it back to the auction. Dumb terminal is my gamer tag.
Y'all are not right.
Uh, so anyway,
Like that would be a good gamer tag or a YouTube channel. Dumb terminal.
even if I have to throw these in the trash, I'm still coming out a winner because I've got 6 Epson printers with the deal. I got, and they're all 50 to 100 a piece. I got I got a bunch of other stuff like keypads and card readers, and I got a video recorder, like a security video recorder, and also got a
Tex-
unified dream machine. Dream.
Texas says, "How big is the hard drive? The optical drive is worth about $3."
I got a unified dream machine pro. What is that? Somebody look this up for me to see if they're worth anything. I got one of those in the lot. Unified Dream Machine Pro. Is that worth anything? Uh, wow. A new one is $430. I don't know how to test it.
Is that supposed to hook to the? Is that supposed to hook to the POS system?
I don't know what it does.
Okay, you use what at the apartment complex? Those printers or that
Net
P?
Networks Unified Dream Machine Pro. Security Gateway. Whatever a security gateway is. But used ones are selling for like $300. I'm like, I can live with that.
Did you see? Jake says, "Sell me the Dream Machine, Todd." He uses those at his apartments.
Okay.
It's it's as is, no exceptions, no implied workability, and no returns.
It's it's right here. It also has a
Oh, it's your router.
what?
He says it's basically his router.
It's a router. Here it is. I mean, and then it's also got attached to it a Unify Network Lite 16 PoE, whatever that is. What do you pay me for it there,
You know he's part of the Jewish.
slumlord?
You know Jake is part of the Jewish Amish. Amish. He's gonna say, "I'll give you $5 for it," and you pay for the shipping.
He's got my Facebook, or I think he's got my phone number. Just shoot me an offer. Cheap, man, cheap. A unified network, but LITE 16 PoE, whatever that is.
He says he wants the POE also. He says he'll help you test it.
Wow, those are God. Uh, let's see, pre-owned, $150 for that. You better come up with some big bucks there, Jakey Poo.
God.
Look at that. He used one sold. He used one of these sold for 125. But bam, this is a switch.
Is it feeding power to the to those other PoE or POS terminals?
I don't know what it does, Tom.
I'm talking to Jake.
Hmm. I don't even see where you put power to this thing. All it has is like a.
We have a Nintendo Switch lag. Actually, we have three.
Oh, yeah, there's. It's got a standard computer cord
Okay.
plug in. All right. Yeah, we'll do a live chat or something, Jake, and you can teach me all about this shit, this stuff.
Oh, Y2K. Most of y'all are too young to remember the worry about Y2K. I
Oh,
had
sometimes Unify is locked to a certain account. Oh, great. How do you test that? Lag says $200. Can you unlock it if it's locked? I mean, I don't know. They make things so secure now with computer net and stuff that
Tactical says 201 cent. Well, it's like
so if it's
they want it to make it difficult for secondhand selling.
if
You know what
it's
I mean?
locked, then it's a paperweight. Great. Hack and lagger.
Um, yeah, they're being it. Uh, since Jake is using it already, he'll probably be a good. Even if you don't sell it to you, or you sell it to him, or he's not willing to pay you a price, at least he can give you some information, and hopefully he won't invoice you for um, services.
Well, Jake, I can just send it to him and he can pay me something if it works. How about that? Because I'm going to make big bucks on this lot anyway because those 6 printers are worth close to $500.
How much did you say you paid for the lot, or did you?
85.
85.
Yeah. I got 3 of those touchscreen computers. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
They're right though. They could be locked into a certain system or an account. That's how they control you from the grave.
I mean, even if none of this
Good morning,
computers
Beth.
or network stuff works, I'm still going to come out at least $500 profit on this lot because of the printers and the other crap that's with it.
Like says it $90. His final offer.
Sold.
Is everybody getting washed away? Coming in the southeast. It's been doing a lot of raining here. It's actually not raining right at the moment.
Mhm.
What we need is more rain.
All right, Jake's sending me texts here. Let's see. He says USB is the fastest way to wipe the PCs. I don't. What is USB?
Will it? You getting rain this morning, Ping?
Jake Jake doesn't understand the lack of knowledge I have of electronics.
But Jake, if he if he resets the system, if there's anything like the POS system that's on it, will it take that out too? And then would he have to go back to the manufacturer to get another copy? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about anything about POS systems, especially these new fancy ones with the touch screens and that's what I was thinking too. Lag.
Customer needs a license key. Monthly subscription. So to use the Ubiquity stuff, you would have to have an account with them.
Yeah,
Sound like Jake's already got an account with them.
yeah. It says the POS. Jake says the POS software is probably likely locked to a sales account.
But can Ubiquity reset it and you can use it?
Sounds good. Ping. Have fun. Um, I don't know.
So I shouldn't try to just sell it as is on eBay. Somebody get pissed off that they couldn't unlock it. I don't use UPS, John, so I don't know.
I would get my tablet and I would go sit in my recliner with the puppy sleeping in my lap, a cup of coffee, and start reading the FAQ for the see if you can find anything. I'm sure there's some users groups on that.
That's right. I'm thinking about just sending it to Jake, and if it works, he can pay me some money. If it doesn't, whatever.
Like I thought your login was star 3456789 exclamation point hashtag comma.
The password is pancake.
That's right. Oh, Chatsy said she just tried to log in with her job's GPS account and got access denied.
Maybe I could just work a trade with Jake if he would send me 100 sellable Starbucks cups, and we could do it that way.
100.
Yeah, I'd drive a hard bargain. Baseball. You don't appreciate our jovial talking this morning, baseball?
Well, see,
Come
now
on.
this, you might not get the same POS system or the opportunity to buy it. But now people have in the back of their mind is, am I going to have, is it going to be worthless? I can get a good deal on it, but if I got to pay $10,000 to upgrade the system on it, oh, here's Jake. Hang on, Jake.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Jake, you have no concept of how little I know about computers and networking,
Oh, hey, I can work through almost all of that. You may forget that I used to do computer consulting for home offices, small businesses, and home offices. So,
oh,
When did you have time to do that? You're so young. Are you like the family that used to be on In Living Color where he's got four jobs? Only four
only
jobs?
four.
Only four? Do you
uh,
remember who I'm talking about? They were like Jamaican or something like
I
that.
know, I don't have a clue.
Okay, well, that's probably before your time anyway. Y'all probably didn't have
yeah,
TVs at that point. Uh,
Jake, it would make sense for me to just box this stuff up and send it to you. And of course, the computers are kind of, it's going to take some shipping. Anyway,
I can probably just pretty much do it over a chat as long as I can see your screen. What we're saying, we'll do.
and then how much of a finder's fee would I have to pay you once they sell?
Oh, we're not too worried about that part.
Oh,
Just give me a good deal on the
I'll buy
on
you
the
lunch at the meetup.
Oh, well, you can just bring the Unify stuff to me there. There you go.
it costs him
Put it in
more
your
to
luggage.
play.
You mean to hold it until April and just bring it?
We might. We might. Well, let's do a remote session, and see how easy we can get to it. And if we can't get to it pretty easily within, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, then yeah, we can do that. But I think I can get you a USB stick made that you can just stick in there in your POS systems and wipe it. Probably, I can.
No,
You got all those USB sticks still, right? Those 8 GB sticks or whatever they were.
Uh,
Couple
I
of them.
can I can find some that'll
Yep.
work or one that'll work.
do
Yeah.
you do you actually use the POS system for your apartments, or do you just use that?
Oh, the Unify system is what I use because I
Right,
provide free Wi-Fi for my tenants in
right,
on one of the complexes.
right.
So it's kind of a commercial grade.
Router.
Yeah. So I already use a Dream Machine, and I also have the same those PoE switches as well, or very similar. Might not be the exact same models, but basically
But you don't actually use a
Yeah, I got
terminal,
one of these.
or is that entirely different?
the terminals are entirely different.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is it 8 GB?
128 gigs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Yeah. 4 GB is usually enough, but oh yeah, 8 is okay. 128 is even yeah.
Do I need to empty what's on this first?
Yeah, we'll have to wipe it. And as long as it's an 8 GB, even 4 most of the time will work, but 8 is really good. If you have a small 8 GB, it'll be plenty.
Yeah, because I don't want to install pictures of my last cruise on
It'll
the
wipe it. Whatever's on it when we get ready to make the drive, the bootable drive for the USB over the Windows, it'll wipe whatever's on it. So yeah, you got to save whatever you have on it or use it.
Okay. Do I will I be able to use the stick again afterward?
Yeah, you could just rewipe it again afterwards if you want.
Okay.
But if you have an extra 8 GB stick just laying around, let's just use that so you can just always keep it and then you can use it forever.
Okay.
So if you have a small one, you can just mark it Windows 10 or whatever we put on it. Windows 10 is what is that what the POS systems currently are? Is Windows 10?
They all say Windows 10, but I don't know if it's a Windows 10 Pro or a Windows 10 or a Windows.
We can play around with that.
Okay.
Is there a sticker on the POS? A Windows sticker? Sometimes there is, not always, but there should be. Legally, there should be.
The sticker. Golly, why do they make that so tiny to read? Let's see. Get out some magnification.
Hey, lag, easy now.
I Flags a POS sticker.
And he's
Good
not
morning,
talking.
Hank.
And you're not talking about a point of sale, are you, Todd?
It says Windows 10 lot ENT 2019 LTSC entry, and then a bunch of numbers.
Okay, we'll look at it some more. It may be the enterprise key then, but we'll look at it and see.
Is that what the ENT means?
Possibly, I'd have to look at it and see for sure. But yeah, we can figure it out. You said you have an appointment after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go get my ass looked at. Well, it's a pre-session. They
When
got to sit you down and say, okay, here's your date, and you need to drink this shit, and yeah.
Man, you're gonna have a date to have your butt looked at.
Yeah.
um,
Okay, all right.
Lag will look at my ass for free. Tax.
Lag will do it.
it's my appointment's via telephone.
Yeah. Yeah, I may show up at the Lutherans today, kind of walking sideways.
No, she's just going to tell you what you're supposed to eat, what you're not supposed to eat, what you're supposed to drink. Because I was supposed to already had mine done, but I had the flu, so they rescheduled it.
Is
So
this a colonoscopy?
yeah, a
Yeah,
colonoscopy.
this is my
Don't
second
don't they?
one.
Can't they just do the stool sample? Isn't that what they do mostly now?
Uh,
Uh, that's an option, but
you have to do it every year.
yeah, you have to do it more frequently, and
To me, that'd be
yeah,
easier. I know
'Cause,
UPS delivers a lot of those QSC boxes.
you know,
The
there's a commercial.
Western District.
There's a commercial about their push. You know, about doing the stool samples.
Uh-huh.
My doctor told me that that was an option, but they have to do it every year. You have to have one done every year. And he said they're not cheap.
Bumcrack says a Lutheranoscopy.
Lutheranoscopy. So he said because if they do like when I have mine done next month, um, it's like 10 years before you need to have one again, unless they find something that's questionable. Then you might have to do it in 3 years or something like that. So
Anyway, I got to go.
yeah, so we've talked about our butt issues today.
All right. Well, good luck at your date. I mean, at your.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm gonna tell you what, she's not going to buy you lunch after she's finished. All right. Thanks for everybody for coming in here. Thanks, Jake, for coming here and
All
talking
right.
us out about this
Send me a
stuff.
message on Facebook, Todd, and we'll figure out a time that works for you.
Y'all have a great
All
day.
right.
Look for
Remember to pucker up.
yeah. Remember the Scott's channel. Todd's channel in the morning. He can give you the update on what happened today, whether she gave him a kiss or not. And have a great one. Bye.